Hey everyone, it's the SavaniSis, and we're going to talk to you about part 2 of When the Attitude's Right, the Facts Don't Count, and how it relates to activating
your
Sukha.
See you in a few.
So before we go into When the Attitude's Right, the Facts Don't Count, I want to give you a little bit of a background of the laws of the universe. There are different laws out there. One of the laws is the law of gravity, which we all know about, right?
Yes.
So the law of gravity is a physical law. Why? It's because it's something that we can perceive and sense with our 5 senses. So give me an example if you're going to jump off a cliff, Cash.
You're going to go down. You're going to fall straight down that building. Because whether you believe it or not, it's a physical law, it's a fact, and it's a collective agreement which has been passed down through centuries.
Yes, whether you believe it or not, it's going to happen. You're going down, right? With law of gravity. So the other one is the law of lift. Now the law of lift is senior to the law of gravity. Why? Well, we'll give you an example. An aeroplane, right?
Yeah, how does a plane fly in the sky and carry all those passengers? If law of gravity was all there was, then don't you think it would be absolutely impossible for a plane to be sustained in the sky? That's because the law of lift, in fact, supersedes the law of gravity.
Now the other law is law of attraction. Now law of attraction is a quantum law. It's not a physical law. A quantum law is what our 5 senses don't see. So remember, 99.99999% is what we don't see. Our 5 senses are very limited. They only see the physical part, which is 0.000001%. And so it's very limited what we are seeing right now. Whereas the quantum law, there's a whole lot of stuff going on out there, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The law of attraction, because it's a quantum law and because it's 99.99999% of what we don't see, the quantum law, it supersedes all physical laws. So it supersedes the law of gravity. It supersedes the law of lift. It is a more senior law. So the way the quantum law works is it's all to do with your thoughts, your feelings, what you're emitting out into the world. Your brain is a transmitter and receiver of frequency, vibration, energy. So when you have a thought, the thought emits a frequency. And now this is not woo-woo. This can actually be measured on a EEG. So if you go to the doctors and you get these electrodes put on your head, they're measuring the actual frequency that's being emitted from your brain waves. And so when you emit a frequency out into the universe, that's the frequency that you don't see. You don't see frequencies. You don't see radio waves, do you? But the radio switch is on. There's a frequency that's been emitted. So there's many things that we don't see, and there's many things that science can't still explain. When you have Wi-Fi on, there's a frequency that's been emitted. So you don't know, you can't see that. You don't know why your phone just suddenly works and you've got internet and you've got Wi-Fi access. But it's because it's something that our 5 senses cannot see.
Another example is a dog's whistle. Only the dog's ears can pick up such a high frequency, whereas a human cannot hear that.
It is there, the sound is there, the dog is responding to it, but we can't hear it. And so it's unseen. So when you think about the law of attraction, you think, well, I don't believe it because I can't see it. But it's because there's many things that we don't see.
It's beyond our 5 physical senses.
Yeah. And when we don't see something, we don't believe it.
Because you've heard the expression, seeing is believing. Well, actually, believe it first, then you shall see it.
That's it, Cash. I like that one.
Yes.
Okay, going back to the attitude's right, the facts don't count. There's 2 parts to this sentence. When the attitude's right, and the second part is the facts don't count. So the attitude part is the thinking part. It's the thinking and the feeling and the emitting the frequencies, the energy, the frequencies, the vibration that you're sending out to the universe. It's the stuff that you don't see. It's the quantum part of the sentence. And you know, like we've just explained, the quantum supersedes all physical laws, right? Now, the facts don't count part of the sentence. The facts is the physical laws. The facts is what we perceive and sense with our five senses. We read a paper and it says, well, the facts say here that this is not good for you and there is no way this illness can be healed. That's the facts. But when the attitude is right, when the thinking part is right, because the quantum law supersedes physical laws, when the attitude's right, the facts, the physical part, doesn't count.
It's irrelevant.
It totally becomes irrelevant. And that is why examples are in history where companies and businesses have thrived through economic depression, why people have been able to heal themselves when the doctor said it's impossible, that there is no way you can heal.
That is a terminal illness.
And this happens all the time. It's just not always recorded, but
documented.
Or documented. The attitude supersedes the facts. So when the attitude is right, the facts don't count. So what does that mean for you and your happiness levels? It means that even when things are falling apart around you, you can go in and think, oh my God, this is awful. I feel so depressed. And then your mind and your thoughts can be racing and you can go into further depression because everything is falling apart around you. But you can have a choice. You can say, right, this is the physical, but I know that the quantum supersedes the physical. When my attitude's right, no matter what's going on around me, I can overcome this. I can actually get through this. And so it's having that belief of the law of attraction, of the quantum law, of the unseen, knowing that I can't see it with my physical senses because it's limited. I only see 0.001.
Yes.
But I know that the quantum law is way stronger.
Yes.
And so your thoughts are way stronger to overcome anything that's going on around you.
Not only does it overcome the
Powerful.
facts, it changes the facts, guys. So if the facts were not serving you, making you feel horrible and miserable, because now you've employed the law of attraction, you're now in employment with the quantum law, that energy that you're emitting to the universe can affect physical matter and be picked up by other brains, thus changing the facts, the situations, the circumstances around you to now serve you in a far better way because it's responding to your positive frequency that you're emitting.
It's responding to your attitude, because your attitude's right, the facts don't count. And what happens then? It feels like magic, doesn't it?
It feels like magic.
It feels like magic. How did all of this change, around me? All
because you felt good inside, or because you activated your Sukha, therefore activated the law of attraction, therefore changed the life around you. But what happened? You had to feel right first. You had to get your attitude right first, and then everything around you changed. So it wasn't the other way around, which is how 99.9% of the population of planet Earth operate from. They operate from, I need to change the facts. Forget about how I feel. I feel like shit, but it's okay because everything around me is shit, so I have a right to feel like shit. No, you don't. You are completely in control of the way you feel, the way your emotions are. And in fact, that's the most important thing, to really care about how you feel, because that is what's going to determine the so-called facts around you and have them magically change and transform to make you feel amazing.
So that is our video on when the attitude is right, the facts don't count. Part 2.
I hope that was a cute little inspiration for you. We'll see you on the next video, guys, and bye for now.